Gotu Kola or Centella asiatica is really good for wound healing, skin care. It's anti-inflammatory, it's got antioxidants, it's good for circulation, and more. Come on over and learn some more with me. Hi everybody. I'm in my home right now. I took the day off because I wasn't feeling well this morning, but I'm better now and I can do this. So it's just being out of the house in the office, trying to focus on job work, different than homework. Makes sense. Anyway, some things are filled with passion and some things are filled with responsibility, and that's really what it boils down to. Because I love this stuff. I like my job too, but it's not this. So I go with what I got. My disclaimer is I am an herbalist. I'm not a doctor. Please do your research. Highly recommended. And we're going to do our podcast today on Gotu Kola. So, as I said in the intro, supports brain health, wound healing, circulation. It's anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, improves skin repair. It, aids in healing. There's just so much it does, and we're going to talk about it all day. So, thanks for being here. I appreciate you very much. Let's see. My notes are over here on the screen. I've got squirrel brain, so that helps me keep on track. Yes, I will be reading some because I'm reading some studies too. I didn't know very much about Gotu Kola. I'd heard of it, but I didn't really know much about it. So it was a fun one to actually look up and learn about. So it's a member of the Acacia family of plants, which is carrots, celery, parsley. The taste can range from like mild to slightly bitter, and it's pretty much odor free. So that's cool. It's not like valerian. Valerian stinks, but it's helpful, right? So in addition to it being a prominent ingredient in many traditional Asian cuisines, it is conveniently found in many forms, like teas, capsules, tinctures, dried herbs, extract. It comes in lots of forms. Historically, it's been used for promoting lactation. It can treat herpes and a myriad of other conditions. So it has been known as the herb of enlightenment. That comes from the Ayurvedic practices. And it has things like several B vitamins, vitamin C. It has a handful of phytonutrients such as like flavonoids, tannins, and polyphenols. I'm all froggy today. Yeah, whatever. The phytonutrients supply the actual antioxidants. The beneficial compounds prevent damage to your cells, oxidative stress, ward off disease, stuff like that. A more recent study compared the effects of Gotu Kola and folic acid for improving cognitive function in people who had experienced a stroke. The results showed that Gotu Kola at 750 milligrams or 1,000 milligrams was more effective in improving cognition function after a stroke than folic acid. Gotu Kola. One systematic review found that Gotu Kola did not improve cognition function, but it improved mood, increasing alertness and relieving anger. So, cognitive function comes in multiple forms, is how I would probably put that. Sometimes it's emotional cognition. Sometimes it's just general emotional cognition. And it's all beneficial to our system, even if it's only benefiting in one way. Another study focused on metabolism with Gotu Kola and its effects on cognition. Okay, so we're going to go with that one. The research found it may boost and it boosts I can't talk. Boosts the production of choline, which is a nutrient that supports learning and memory and stuff like that. It helped reduce cognitive impairment. That's just another study. You can find all these studies in the links in the description below. So where I listed all the links that I gleaned a lot of my information from. Check them out. There's even recipes in there. Check it out. All right, so it improves circulation. Circulation is important because circulation feeds our brain, it feeds our gut, it feeds our arms, our appendages, all of us. Just circulation is important for everything in our bodies to function correctly. Because poor circulation can result from many different causes, including varicose veins, obesity, diabetes, peripheral artery disease. Decreased blood flow can cause symptoms like numbness, tingling, muscle pain. We don't want that. So Gotu Kola is a way to facilitate that circulation in our bodies. Like ways to improve it also in addition to Gotu Kola, because you don't want to just say, I'm going to take Gotu Kola because I have circulation issues and it's going to fix me. That is not how that works. It's not how that works. It can, but probably won't. So we still have to exercise. We still have to move. Not necessarily like exercise as in going to the gym, although I highly recommend that. Not necessarily gym. I have a gym right here, actually right beside me here in my office at home. So you can do it at home. You can watch YouTube videos since you're on YouTube anyway with me. Hi. Yeah, watch exercise videos. You can, if you like to dance, there's tons of videos where you can just learn to dance and it's exercising. Don't just sit, move. It's important. Movement is life. Have to keep moving in order to keep flowing mentally and physically. And then it also, helps with emotional as well. So, it's Gotu Kola helps as a supplement to those healthy things that we do. It's been studied extensively for its unique ability to naturally improve blood circulation. One study gave 87 participants with poor circulation a dosage of 30 milligrams or 60 milligrams twice a day for 60 days. This was found to significantly improve circulation compared to a placebo. There's a review published in 2013. It investigated 8 studies and found that Gotu Kola was effective at improving circulation and alleviating symptoms of poor circulation, such as swelling, leg heaviness, and pain. So it helps with varicose veins. Participants who took a Gotu Kola supplement for 8 weeks showed improvement in the health of their veins, including reduced inflammation and pain. Where I talked about cognitive function. So a small 2016 study compared the effects of Gotu Kola extract and folic acid in boosting cognitive function after a stroke. We kind of just talked about that one. I'm just re-highlighting that taking 1,000 milligrams of Gotu Kola per day, that was one group of participants, and another group of participants were taking 750 milligrams of Gotu Kola per day. And then there was one taking 3 milligrams of folic acid a day. Although they're both beneficial to our bodies in improving overall cognition, Gotu Kola was considered more effective in improving the memory domain. A separate study looked at the cognitive enhancing effects of Gotu Kola water extract on mice. Back to animal testing. Not a big fan. Not a big fan, really, honestly. Why don't they, I'm trying to think of the way to word this without sounding mean. What about all those people in prisons that are going to be there for the rest of their lives? Why don't we experiment on them? I don't know. If you think it's mean, I'm really not sold on that idea. It's just an idea. I don't know. I don't really have a theory on. I don't have like a stance, I should say. I don't have a full out stance on this stuff. I know a lot of you probably do, and that's fine. I'm not judging anybody. But anyways, back to the cognition studies. A study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease revealed that Gotu Kola extract may be able to improve memory at the molecular level by enhancing the activity of a pathway that is associated with long-term memory formation. A 2002 animal study in rats were given Gotu Kola extract and put through a series of tests to measure their cognitive function. The extract was shown to improve learning and memory by increasing the antioxidant levels in the blood. Another study found that supplementation of Gotu Kola was able to boost both memory and cognitive function in elderly patients, which means it is also a natural treatment for Alzheimer's. If you are doing things to damage yourself, your body, your environment, no supplement's going to really help you. Not officially. It might improve a little bit. It might band-aid. But like, if you're taking a statin for cholesterol, that has caused Alzheimer's in a lot of people over the years that has been on the market, and they didn't really associate those. They didn't catch up with the correlation until like the last few years. So if you're taking a statin and you want to improve things with Alzheimer's or avoid getting Alzheimer's, you just have to come off the statin. You can't take Gotu Kola and a statin and think you're going to have an effective balance. It's just not going to work that way. Pharmaceuticals override everything in your body, pretty much most functions. It kills off good bacteria as well as bad bacteria. I mean, it has its place. It really does. I took it for my rooster injury. It has its place. If there's something that you can't, that's bad enough that you can't fix, like, quickly. Although some herbs still do work that way. And had I known what this looked like on the inside, if there was debris in there, if it hadn't gone in all the way down to the muscle, I could have treated it at home. But I don't have the ability to look inside my body. I don't have, CAT scan, X-ray, MRI machines. I don't have that kind of stuff. I don't have the ability to do blood tests here at home. So I literally can't do that stuff. I had to go to the doctor for those things and then assess from there. It's just, and if you're going to go full pharmaceuticals, I'm not judging you. If you're just here just to gain information, I'm not judging you. I'm never going to be in a place where I can judge anyone. How about that? Anyway, back to fixing all this. So it'll help reduce anxiety and stress. An animal study from 2016 found that Gotu Kola had an anti-anxiety effect on male mice that were sleep deprived for 72 hours. Sleep deprivation can cause anxiety, oxidative stress, neuroinflammation, things like that. Sorry, everything's going off on my computer here. A 2013 review of anti-anxiety herbal medications also concluded that Gotu Kola has an acute anti-anxiety effect. However, more research is needed to confirm these findings. They always need more research. We always need more research. They're going to keep coming up with the same findings that these things are useful. And they are more useful to those that actually try to live a healthier, non-pharmaceutical, healthy foods diet, existence. It's just the way it is. Let's see what else. A 2021 study also found that consuming a smoothie with Gotu Kola improved alertness and contentment after 1 hour. A lower dose smoothie also significantly increased clear-headedness. It's an anxiolytic is the word. It's basically got antidepressant properties to it. It helps treat depression, calms nerves. It's even got a mild sedative effect to promote better sleep. A 2010 study gave 33% participants 500 milligrams of Gotu Kola twice a day for 60 days. Not only did this cause a reduction in anxiety levels, but it also decreased levels of stress and depression as well. Study published in Journal of Ethnopharmacology produced similar findings and showed that elderly participants supplementing with Gotu Kola showed improvements in both mood and memory. So there's been multiple animal studies done on it and confirmed that it's beneficial for anxiety relieving antidepressive benefits. It's Gotu Kola. It's really cool. It almost reminds me of nasturtium, like the leaves, but it's not. It's Gotu Kola. So we know that it's an antidepressant. Did you know it also prevents gastric ulcers? So gastric ulcers are the sores on the stomach lining and esophagus, small intestines. It can cause things like pain, nausea, bleeding, things like that. Studies have suggested that Gotu Kola can help prevent and treat these harmful lesions by strengthening the intestinal barrier and blocking damage from harmful free radicals. A study in the journal Life Sciences showed that supplementing rats with Gotu Kola reduced the formation of gastric ulcers by up to 82%. Another animal study found that the active compounds in Gotu Kola were able to increase gastric ulcer size, decrease gastric ulcer size in just 3 days. So limit your alcohol consumption, avoid foods that irritate your stomach. But basically, Gotu Kola will help if you're not poisoning yourself in the process. We have to stop the bad habits in order for the good stuff to be most beneficial. So it reduces inflammation. It's a plant. It's automatically going to reduce inflammation. Chronic inflammation can wreak havoc on the body and contribute to conditions like heart disease, obesity, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, all those things. And it's not, okay, it's anti-inflammatory, but better way of describing that is immunomodulating. Everything is not immunomodulating. That's not the word I want. They're all modulating. They don't sit there and say, she's got so much inflammation and she's going to take Gotu Kola and it's all going to go away. It does not work that way. It helps your body function correctly at the root source, which oftentimes is oxidative stress. Oftentimes it's inflammation. It goes to the source, not just, I'm going to do this to you. It's hard to explain. It's a modulating. All herbs are modulating. They just help things get back to homeostasis. That's the best way to put that. So, it enhances antioxidant activity in the body, which then helps reduce inflammation and aid in treatment of several inflammatory disorders. A 2008 animal study, for example, showed that its active compounds were able to decrease several inflammatory markers and reduce arthritis severity in rats. Because it does all that, it's going to help you fight off cancer. So if your body is prone genetically, I guess you could say, to getting cancer, increase your input of anti-inflammatory and antioxidant foods. It's the best way to put that. You can't eat like trash and expect things to work miracles. There you go. One study in 2008 treated human breast cancer cells with Gotu Kola extract and found that it successfully blocked cancer growth and induced cancer cell death. Another study found that it was effective in causing cell death for several strains of cancer cells, including human breast cell, mouse skin cancer cells, and rat brain cancer cells. And as I said before, it'll help ease insomnia. It's a mild sleep aid. It's not going to like you take it and you're going to go to sleep. It's not like valerian. It just reduces anxiety, stress, the racing mind. It helps you sleep just well. And it's really, really good topically for wound healing, minimizing scarring, reducing the appearance of stretch marks. So according to a 2013 review, Gotu Kola can reduce the appearance of stretch marks. It's thought to have, it's thought that the terpenoids found in Gotu Kola increase collagen production in the body. This helps prevent new stretch marks from forming, although and it does help heal existing marks. A 2026 study, this is new, concluded that applying a Gotu Kola lotion effectively reduced skin pigmentation and stretch marks. It also increased skin moisture and refined skin texture. So a 2015 study on rats found that the wound dressing containing Gotu Kola had healing effects on multiple types of wounds. This includes clean cuts by sharp objects, irregular tears caused by blunt force trauma, and infected tissue. There's a study found that applying Gotu Kola to wounds twice daily increased the level of some antioxidants by up to 77% after 7 days. There's a lot of it. Prevents thrombosis. It's basically blood clotting in the vessels. It keeps your blood vessels from flowing freely, and we don't want thrombosis. Not good. It can eradicate herpes, especially when mixed with mango. That's pretty cool. Regulates blood pressure. Reduce strain on the cardiovascular system. Newer research is taking a look at Gotu Kola's effect on liver and kidney toxicity. According to a 2017 animal study, Gotu Kola can be used to suppress the toxic side effects of antibiotic isoniazid, this word. I have no idea what that word is. But it's used to treat and prevent tuberculosis. So rats were given 100 milligrams of Gotu Kola for 30 days before they were given the antibiotic. And they experienced less toxicity overall. Rats that experienced toxicity of the liver and kidneys resumed normal levels after being given Gotu Kola. Cool. Possible side effects. Don't take it if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, if you have hepatitis or other liver diseases. If you have surgery scheduled within 2 weeks, do not take it. If you're under 18, they just haven't done research, so just be careful. If you have a history of skin cancer, and it's not that it won't help and fix like it's supposed to, but sometimes Gotu Kola, if it's not cultivated correctly, or if it's not growing in a clean space, it actually can have high levels of heavy metals in contaminated soil. So again, make sure when you're foraging, when you're harvesting, when you're even planting, make sure you're taking care of your soil, because it will pull in the toxins from your ground. Not like sunflowers. Sunflowers will detox your ground because it does. We don't eat sunflowers though. We eat seeds. That's different. You just gotta be careful of the detoxing soil plants and how you ingest them. Moderation. If you have liver disease, diabetes, high cholesterol, taking medications such as sedatives and any sort of sedatives or sleep anxiety medication or diuretics, because it functions in the body to work like the medicine that they're giving you for it. So it will either diminish the effects of the medicine or over exert how the medicine works in your body, and you can either become toxic or not have enough of your own medicine. More research has advised that don't take Gotu Kola longer than 6 weeks, and recommends taking a 2-week break if you're going to be on it for an extended period. So that's why I've always said, you go on for 6 weeks, go off. I suggest 6 weeks, but if your body needs it, then 2 weeks is the minimum. Just be cautious. Research shows that Gotu Kola extract therapy of 1,000 milligrams per day and 750 milligrams is fairly effective in improving cognition impairment after a cerebral infarction. So no more than 1,000 milligrams a day. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below to get more information than what I was able to share in this video. Also, go and check out the Facebook group, the Herbalist Garden. We're over there and we talk about all this kind of stuff over there too. Right now, we're really showing our gardens because, well, it's garden time. And we're asking questions about how to harvest things, how to can things, what is the best way to tincture something, or the best way to even process any plant. Tinctures, oils, salves, fresh teas. There's just so many things that you can do with them. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you very much. Have a good day.